sound, and I want you to tell your parents the sound I am writing on the board. Good. It is ah. Ah. Good. You've done well. So we are going straight to what we have today, and before we start with today's sound, we are going to listen to a short story or a short sentence, and the sentence is Bob hits his ball with his bat. Bob hits the ball with his bat. So in the first place, what are some of the words you can hear from the short sentence I just stated? Yes. Now you could hear Bob, you heard bats, you can also hear ball. Good. So these three words have something in common. So what do they have in common? Look at it and tell your parents. Alright. Now they have this in common. So you can have this, that is B. You can also have this B here. They have this B here. They have this B here. Now the first word on the board is Bob. Now Bob has two B's and bat has one B. Ball also has one B. So they have B in common. So today we are going to talk about the sound Bob. Now we are going to refresh our mind with a song we learned in our KG classes, and the song is Bring your ball and bring your bat, Bob, Bob. Bring your bat and bring your ball to the bat to play. Bring your ball and bring your bat, Bob, Bob. Bring your ball and bring your bat to the park to play. Now, look at me. I'm going to sing it once more with you all at home. Now stand up and sing along with me and do the action as well. Let's go. Bring your bat and bring your ball, Bo, Bo. Bring your bat and bring your ball to the bat to play. Bring your bat and bring your ball, Bo, Bo. Bring your bat and bring your ball to the park to play. Good. Now, let us continue from where we ended. So, our sound we are going to talk about today is B. Let us all repeat B. Okay. Now, in your classroom, we have so many things there. Remember, in your classroom, what do we have in the classroom or in the environment that can have the initial sound B on the board? Remember, things found in our environment and things found in the classroom that have the initial B, or that has word that have the initial B. So I hope you remember now. So look on the board. We have ball. We have balloon. We have babe. We also have We also have bed. Good. So yesterday we talked about a capital letter of a sound and the small letter of a sound. So today's sound, the capital letter of the sound B is this. And then the small letter of the sound B. The capital letter of the sound B is this. And then the small letter of the sound B is this. Good. So yesterday we were talking about the capital letter, and the capital letters always of a sound always start with a name or names of towns, villages, cities, and the rest. So we are going to talk about the names of towns or cities that begin with the capital letter B. Now think about it in a few seconds and bring out or tell your parents some of the towns and cities that have the capital letter B in their beginning. So names of the towns or cities that have the capital B at the beginning. One is Bogoso, Beppo, we also have Banchim. Alright. Bogoso is a town. Beppo is a town. Banchim is a suburb of Kappa. So they all start with a capital B and the sound is B. Good. We also have some friends, siblings, parents whose name begin with the sound B. And here are some examples. We have Benjamin, Bridget, Bob. So all these names are written with a capital B and they all have the sound B at the beginning. Alright, now we are going to learn how to write the capital B and the small b today. So as we did yesterday, we will use our pointing finger as our pencil and we are going to write in the air. Now bring out your pointing finger in the air and look at me as I start doing mine. So we are writing the capital B first. We start at a point, we come down a little, we go back at the point, curve right to the middle, then we move to the right and come down to the ending part. That is the capital B. We are going again. We start at a point, we come down, we go back to the first point, curved right to the middle, and then we continue curving right to the end. That is the capital B. Now we are going to continue with the small b. And the small b, we start at a point, we come down, then we move up in the same line, we curved right to the ending points. That is how you write the capital B. So we are going to write our capital B and the small b on the board. You also take your jotter and write it as I am writing. So this is capital B. We start at a point, we leave at the second point, we go back to the first point, curve right to the middle, you move through the line, then come back to the ending point. That is the capital B. Now with a small b, you start at a point at the level of the first capital letter, we come back to the same level at the ending, we go back through the same line, then we curve right and end at a point. That is how you write it. So you are not just writing it anyhow. You take your A1, you write it in your A1 exercise book that have the red and blue lines in them. So you are going to write it as it is. Okay, let's take our workbook. Write the sound again on the board, and this time around I have ruled the lines A1 as it is in your exercise book. So I'm going to start writing them. The capital B, starting from the red line to the blue line, you curve to the right hand to the middle, you move right and curve to the blue line at the last point, and then the small letter, we start at a point and end in the blue line, we go back through the same line and make a curve on the blue line, coming back to the blue line at the last point. So this is how you are going to write it in your A1 exercise book. So I'm going to write the second one, that is this. Start at a point, move down to the blue line, go back to the first point, curve to the right to the middle line, and move right in a curve down to the blue line to the last point. So we are going to write the small b again. You start at the red line, that is a point, you come down, you move up in the same line to the blue line, come down in a curve to the last line. So we are going to write the last one, that is, you start at a point, come down to the blue line, you go back to the first point, come to the middle, then you move in a curve right down to the last point. You start at a point again, you move up in the same line, curve on the blue line, come down at the point and end it. So this is how you are going to write in your exercise.